Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Teddy here. I'll be showing you guys how to cut and sew this elastic waistband and also how to attach it to the skirt. If that is what you're here for, make sure you stay to the end, and I'll also show you, just in case you want to add rope to the elastic band, just stay to the end. Now the first thing you're going to be doing is to get the circumference of your skirt or your pants, whatever you're working with. Going to just measure the waist of the skirt or whatever you're working with. Okay, so for me, I'm using skirt, so I'm going to measure the circumference of the skirt's waist, and we're going to be cutting another fabric equivalent to that. So I have about 26.5. I'll go ahead and get another fabric. This fabric is going to be what we're going to use to wrap the elastic band. So the length is 6 inches. Okay, now the elastic band I'll be working with is 2 inches. All right, so you want to add, so if it is 2 inches, not being on 4 is going to be 4 inches. So you should be adding about 2 inches on 1 inch. So I would say you should add like 2 inches extra. And for me, it's 6 inches, right? So by the time I fold it, is going to be 3 inches. Okay, so that means we have additional 1 inch to sew onto the band. I don't know if you understand. Just watch the end, you'll see what I'm talking about. So for the circumference of this fabric, is going to be the same as the one on the skirt. Okay, remember that the skirt circumference is 26 and half, but I'm going to go ahead and add a half inch to this one, so we are going to join the that point. So half inch for joining there. All right, so now that is it. This is the elastic band I'll be working with. Remember I said it is 2 inches. Yes, so that's what I have there. I'll just go ahead and trim off some excess. Now for you to get the measurement to cut for your elastic band, you're going to minus 5 to 6 inches from your actual waist circumference. Okay, so let's say my waist circumference is 30 inches minus 5 inches, and I'll be having 25 inch. So what you're going to be cutting there is 25 inches. All right, so I'll be adding half inch to the 25 inch to join or to close up the band. That's what I just did there. So it's very simple. You're using your actual waist circumference, not the circumference on the skirt. So I've gone ahead to join that band. Remember, we added half inch to join that material. So I went ahead to use that half inch to join that fabric, and I'm also joining my elastic band. I'm placing it on top each other, and I'm just top stitching on it, just very little. Okay, remember what we added is half an inch, so you don't want to take more than that. All right, yes. So now this is what we have. I'm just testing my elastic to be sure it's strong enough. Now what we are going to be doing is to place our band in between the fabric. So you might go ahead to iron that your band into two, so you know where the midpoint is. But I already know how to do this, so it's not hard, it's not difficult. Just go ahead and put your elastic band inside the fabric and make sure that the two sides, the two ends are matching. So it's more like making sure that the elastic band is in between the fabric, and then you're just going to stitch on the fabric to hold the elastic band together. I hope this is simple or easy to understand. Now watch closely what I'm doing. You're going to use your hand to trace where your elastic band stops so you don't stitch on it, and you're going to sew about 0.25 away from the elastic band. So you want to give a little room for it, so that it's not too tight and it's not going to be too loose, and you don't want to stitch on the elastic band, because if you stitch on it, you might not be able, it cannot stretch. All right, so just be careful when you're stitching this. You can use your hand to feel it, or use your anything to just feel it. Like for me, I'm using my hand to feel it. If your fabric is not light, you should be able to use your hand to feel it, but if it's light, you'll be able to be seeing the elastic band. Okay, so I'm just using my hand. Make sure that it is properly placed and you're not stitching on the elastic band. Okay, so just going to go ahead and sew. I will sew for a while, then we are going to start dragging the elastic band. Okay, because the elastic band is smaller than the fabric, you remember, so you need to make sure that the fabric and the elastic band enters together. I don't know if you understand. You need to make sure that the elastic band takes up the whole fabric. So what we're going to do next is to make sure that your needle is downward. Okay, is holding the fabric. You're going to drag or stretch out that elastic, just the elastic, just hold the elastic and drag it. It's going to drag up the fabric, and then you continue sewing. When you sew small, you drag it. You sew small, you drag it. So you drag, so you're just going to be dragging, and as you're dragging, make sure that your elastic band is not folding in any way inside. And that's why I said sew by 0.25 away, so that it doesn't stretch or it doesn't fold. Sorry, because if it's too tight, the elastic band is going to fold. Okay, after doing that, this is what I have. I'm just going to use my hand and stretch out. This is very important. Stretch it out. Make sure that everything is stretched out, so that the ruffles will be evenly distributed. If not, some part is going to be folding, some part is going to be more bulky. Okay, and you might end up not being able to the elastic might not be able to fit the skirt later, because it might be that the elastic waist is now smaller than the one on the skirt. Now the next step we're going to be doing is to determine the rope. You know the design now, where you're going to put your rope and all of that. Okay, so the first thing I did was to go in by 0.75. You can go in by 1 inch, half inch, depending on what you want, the design you want, and how big your elastic band is. Okay, so I went in by 0.75, and if you see what I did here, you'll notice that I stretched out. I'm not pulling it away. And make sure that your needle is downward, please. If not, it's going to move. So you're going to put your hand wherever you want to start from and stretch out the fabric and the elastic. You're dragging it and then you leave it. Drag and release. Don't pull it backward, because if you pull it backward, it's going to make the fabric to push towards the other side, and the other side will be bulky and it's not relaxed way. I don't know if that makes sense. So just going to do that all through, and after doing that, the next thing is to do another line. Okay, this to create the passage or the exact place that the rope is going to be. That's if you want rope. So I also came down by 0.75 for this. You can do half inch, you can also do 1 inch, like I said, depending on the size of your elastic band. And the same thing you did for the first side, that's what you're going to also do here. You're going to stretch, but this one is easier. Okay, so I'm just going to stretch out, and make sure that before you stretch out again, your needle is facing down, holding the elastic and the fabric. If not, it's going to pull away or it's not going to be straight. Okay, so make sure you sew and make sure your lines are straight and very neat. Okay, just go ahead, make sure your needle is down, you drag, you sew, you release, drag again. So drag to the point you can sew. Don't take too much, take small, so that your band can come out neat and beautiful. So just take your time and do that, and it's very simple to do. Trust me, it's not hard. Just go ahead and do that, and it's just very easy. After doing that, I'll show you guys what I did. You make sure that each point joins together. Let it be neat, please. After doing that, this is what we have so far. It looks nice. Okay, it's not hard. So if you at this point you want to add rope to your own, just go ahead and get where you want to be the center front. For me, I added this bow tie effect. Okay, I didn't want rope. I've done a tutorial for this. If you want to see a detailed tutorial for how to attach this with maybe with rope, I have a short tutorial, and in that video I made a detailed explanation on how to attach rope to it. Okay, so what you're just going to do is to get the mid, fold your band into 4 and take notches. Okay, so that point I marked is going to be the side, while it is going to be the center front and the center back. So anywhere that is the center front, just go ahead and indicate it, and then take half inch from both sides to create a hole. Just use your seam ripper or your scissors to just tear it slightly, just the fabric, and then pass your rope through it. It's very simple. But if you not be adding that, like I did, the same way that we notch the 4 points at the elastic band, you're also going to notch the same 4 points on the skirt. This is you attaching it to the skirt, okay, or your trouser. That's the same thing you're going to do. Just go ahead and notch it, and then you're going to be facing all those points to be matching each other. Also make sure you know where you want your center front to be on the skirt. Okay, so me, I already have the side, I already have where the back is, sorry, the joining at the back for the skirt, so I know where the back is. And I'm also going to take the back of the waist. Already you know that the bow tie is in the front, so the one facing the notch facing the bow tie is obviously the back. Okay, so I'm just going to match it up to the skirt back, and you're going to make sure that each notch matches. So the side notch on the elastic band is also going to match the side notch on the skirt. In that way, your gathers or your waistband will evenly enter very well. It will accommodate all, and nowhere is going to be too big or too small. It's going to be just equal. So what you're going to be doing is just to stretch out as you're sewing. Very simple. Okay, make sure that your line is neat, and that is it. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next tutorial.